I'm Natalie Edelman. I'm a Senior Research Fellow at Brighton University and also a PhD student in Brighton and Sussex Medical School. Well, my research is more and more over the years focusing on the links between sexual health and mental health. And in particular at the moment I'm looking at what we call psychosocial factors, so psychosocial predictors of poor sexual health or sexual risk experiences among women in primary care. That's the main focus at the moment. First up, I don't usually dress like this, though I'm quite enjoying it. So my event is I'm going to be Madame Natalie, the sexual fortune teller. So I'm going to be in the beer garden of Horatio's Bar at the end of Brighton Pier on Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m. So it's part of the Festival Pier takeover. So I'm going to have a little stall and I'm going to be inviting women to come and complete a very brief questionnaire. It's literally just 11 questions that you tick your answers to privately. And from your score, I can then guess whether or not you've had more than one sexual partner in the last year. So that's what the event is in essence. You come into my little booth, it's completely confidential, you have a little go at scoring the quiz, and then I tell you how many partners I guess you have based on that, and you don't tell me whether that's right or not. You just tell me what you think of the quiz, so that it's kind of a bit of a two-way thing. And I'll also have some sexual health nurses on site as well to ask any questions that people have. So it's basically like a very brief quiz, but it's actually formally called a clinical prediction rule. So my whole doctorate has been focused on developing this clinical prediction rule, which is a way of identifying women in GP settings who've had multiple partners and perhaps then who it's worth having a contraception chat with or worth having a talk about STI prevention or testing with. So it's a way of identifying those women in GP settings without having to ask them about their recent sexual behaviour directly, just by answering these quick 11 questions that women would fill out themselves. And if their score was above a certain level, then they would then be kind of like able to have a conversation with their GP specifically about their sexual health. So yeah, that's what the whole doctorate's been about really. And afterwards, so this is very early stage work, and then afterwards it would be about validating those findings and evaluating its use. Well, the British Science Festival is just a wonderful idea, full stop, and it's great that it's come to Brighton this year. I think it's a really exciting event that brings together a lot of different types of science, so it's a way of really celebrating what both universities are producing and the medical school. But I also think it's really good for researchers because it's really made me think about public engagement slightly differently and think about actually the relevance of it to the public and how to get the public thinking and hearing about research. Because when you're doing a PhD, it sounds like such a dry topic, so to find a fun way of presenting that is really exciting.